Alright, so this map, as I was saying just a moment ago, 1 hour and 51 minute average completion time on 490 scores submitted. I am thinking that this is going to be a particularly brutal one. However, I am going to abuse the fast forward button in waiting situations, so hopefully we'll not be here that long. But let's take a look at all of our gateways, see where everything opens up at, and hopefully, do well with it. We do have a bomb down here. This is obviously our location for the command center, so we're going to go down there. And we have 3 corks with which to plug certain quantum gateways. We've got yellow, which is looking fairly isolated. We've got green, which is isolated from the center plateau, which is producing an absolutely unholy amount of creeper on every single emitter. Good God. 250 on some of those. Wow. We've got some directional gateways through here that are going to introduce some interesting concepts. This is 20 creeper every 100 milliseconds, and this is at 198. So I think what I actually need to do here is I need to go for a terp that can delete this wall, and then build a wall here. And that will give me some production on this side. And then I could potentially also overflow to this zone. So these over here are 5 and 5. And this rolls into the yellow zone, which is guarded by another 5. That is a... Oh, dear goodness gracious. That is going to be something else entirely. That is, whew! That's a lot. Let's see, 49 creep, 20 creep. Blue connecting to blue, which is over to 100 level creep. Alright, so blue is definitely not the way that we need to go. So, northward is where we head. And then we've got all of these guys down here to claim. 100, 120, 20, 20, 20, 99, 20. Good gravy, connecting into orange. So, at the start of the game, like, untangling the mass of nonsense that is one of these interconnected maps is 3/4 of the battle. So those are at 250 on each. But if I can flip them with this down here, then we're going to be in much better shape. However, if this blows, then our command center gets dirty. And that is going to not be a particularly pleasant eventuality. These are 5s. 10, 10. Huh. So we might actually be able to go this way and around here to this edge where we can cut that off. 49, 49, 49. Rainbow noms, I fear you're right. Popcorn might be necessary for this one. This is going to be a hell of a map to untangle. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to build that. We're going to build a... Oh, and I don't even get a freaking... I don't even get a siphon on this. Oh, dear. Should I just build a reactor? No. Surely I can run a single terp, right? No. I need the reactor. And then the forge is going to have to go right here. Because that's the only place that I have build space for it. Which means that I'm not even going to be able to build my stupid forge for a long time to come. So let's just open reactor first. Because while that seems like an incredibly stupid idea, I feel like that is going to be what gives us the energy to actually get some of this stuff done. So that's what we're doing. Yellow, we're going to plug. We're going to plug... oh dear. Okay, so that's going to flip. We're going to wait for this to save up a gigantic wave of stuff. Let's go Terp and Guppy, which should be within our grasp. Or maybe not. We're going to power stall. Well, shucks. So that's going to be 10 and 10, and once this activates, power up by 1, which bumps us to 20 and 20 for 40, rolling into 5, 5, 5, 10. Okay, so I think that we tear this down before we actually go anywhere. And it's going to take a little while to charge our guppy regardless, so we should use that time wisely. So let's go ahead and terraform. We're going to go down to terrain height 1. This is 12 versus 5. Yeah, this is definitely something that we can open up. No problemo. Okay, so we have one side of our rainbow bridge, which is going to take a minute to get to the other side, but that's fine. All right, once this goes, then we'll swap around here, and then when all of these are flipped, probably want to plug this blue. That looks pretty critical. And then we probably also want to plug that blue, because all of this is close to us, and this is going to overflow us in a matter of moments. So if I have to start this again, we need to remember to plug the blues. The blues are muy importante. Alright, I'm going to select a 3x. Which looks like that is actually going to get beaten back because we've already overflowed from all of the other sections. So, I've already started out wrong. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So let's go back out and start this over. Yep, the learning process begins. Restart 1. I was hoping that this wouldn't be this kind of thing, but here we go. Here we are, here we go. Whatever shall we do, Cotton Eye Joe? Okay. Yellow, blue, blue. So optimistically, this will result in me not overflowing quite as quickly. And then this will stack up, and then we'll be able to go over to the other side. And I say optimistically because obviously we don't always get what we want. But you get what you need. Okay, so Terp is going to build. This looks pretty decent, I think. We're not going to go for a guppy quite yet. We're going to go for terrain height 1, and we're going to snag all of this stuff as quickly as we possibly can. So that's going to light up. This is going to charge us up, and then let's do terraform nearest first. Excellent, excellent. We're up to 6 height versus 5.26. And we are definitely producing more. So once this eats its way up into here, then we should be able to take this over, which will boost our production even more, and then we'll start moving down through here. Now, let's build our guppy, since we're going to overflow on power. And that will give us the opportunity to move up here and claim this crap. So once we get... Actually, we need to break this one first. So this one and this one, both at the same time, most likely. So it looks like the blue, the anti-creep, is able to pass both directions here. So I will need to block this off in order to prevent the flow of anti-creep into a place where I can't regain it from. Alright, so with this done, that means that even with this consistent pressure from this other side, we'll probably be okay. And I'm going to go ahead and fly this little son of a gun over here. And that is going to give us a good position to claim this. Terraform to terrain height 2. All of this. Okay. Seems good. Apply the guppy over there when it gets full. And we'll wait for the rest of this to continue. Alright, so before I fast forward the game, let's take a look around. See if there's anything else that I really need to be doing right now. And I think that probably one of the things that I do really need to be doing right now is getting another reactor online. Which is going to put us in a little bit of a stall, to be honest, but I think we're fine. Is that... Oh my goodness. Terraform level 3. Is that... No, that is... I just wasted everything that I had. That is actually terrain height 6. Dear gracious me. question is, at 198, is that even going to overrun a terrain height 6? I might not be able to do anything with it. No, it is not. Okay. So with that being said, this connects over to... Alright. Move over. Terraform. Terrain height 1. All of this. Actually, if I do... If I 2 wide, it's probably enough. Okay, so we got that in. We've got this entire thing in. So let's go ahead and build another terp, which is going to be a bit of a process. Oh dear. Let's just build that there. I am not sure. I should have started this earlier. Relay. This has got to be walled off, otherwise I'm losing anti-creep over there the entire time. And I also want to take this out, which I should be able to do, and go through both of those. Let's go relay over here. Wait for the guppy to fill, and move you over there. Okay. So that should allow this to leak through. It's 49 creep, we're at 20, that's at 48. Oh, hold on. Let's not do that. Let's terraform to terrain height 9, right there. So that'll let us start stacking a bit, and it should give us the space we need to become completely overpowering. What are we? We're still over here, okay. So we'll terraform down this other side, and then terraform to terrain height 1, brush size 3, right over there. And then that'll give us a place to put the terp down, and the guppy. Put the terp and the guppy down, and terraform the other side. My goodness, that is going to take a long time. Holy cow. And I still can't even place my forge. This map is absolutely bonkers. Okay. We're up to 28 versus 49. We're going to terraform this down. Terraform, good. Also, I can't overlap that until I actually rise up to the same terrain height as it. Interesting. Very interesting. So hopefully this is going to be affected far more than mine is. I would say that the answer to that is yes, probably, but it is significantly closer than I actually want it to be. Oh dear. Alright, still working away with this. I kind of want to put 2 terps on the job, because 2 terps, more better. And it looks like we are able to refuel this very quickly, so I think we're in a decent spot for it. This is 49, that's 49, linking into more of these. See, this is just completely absurd. We're at 28 height versus 14, 15. That is eventually going to fall, but it's just going to take time. We double up the speed, quadruple the speed. This has got to be why everyone was having so many issues getting this done in any reasonable amount of time, because this is stupid. Alright, so that's going to go through there. Rescue, rescue, good, good, good. That is going to die unless we terp this. So we're going to terraform terrain height 9 right down here. And then you are going to move... Where do I move you? Where's other blues that I can plug? I don't really want to plug any more blues. I can plug a yellow, but that's not really going to be effective for much. Let's just plug a blue over there randomly. So that should prevent us from getting dominated. And we finally made a little progress over here. Hallelujah. We'll have to go the other direction once we claim this. I just wanted to have this before I moved the other way. Oh dear. Oh no. That is the that is fine. That is the way that it is. So what I actually want to do is I want to terraform this back down to level 2 question mark 2. So that this is able to transfer side to side, and then we need to slap down our forge immediately. Because forge. And our power is actually looking good for once. Okay. So, with that out of the way, we're going to terraform down to height 1, terrain size 3. We'll just go ahead and snag the rest of these and then move over to grab the other side of the M. Okay, so we got that in. Terraform, terrain height 1. All the way up here. Alright. We're good. Can place the forge under the bridge. Oh, you are correct. Yes, you are. Okay. I will bear that in mind for later, because the bridge... Yeah, you're right. Alright, eventually. The operative term here being eventually. This will fall. But it is taking its sweet time. We're at 15 high here versus 47 high, so that's definitely not one that I want to break open. We do, though, want... Oh, that is all flowing my way, isn't it? And this is now not flowing our way. Let's go... Energy efficiency is not a terrible idea. Most of what I'm going to be doing here is Forge Cannon, but in the end, I really want to be able to flood this. So, from blue, or from yellow, once all of this flows this way, we're really going to want to crack this open. And then possibly fire the Singularity Cannon over here. If I fire the Singularity Cannon and it drags enough anti-creep over, it will activate the bomb, which is kind of a busted thing to do, but honestly at this point, I don't care. Let's do another reactor in one of these zones here, which is going to stall us slightly, but I really just need the income. It is that kind of game. And then we'll fast forward again. He took a different way than I did, and I'm curious if his approach is better. How is that a different... There's more than one way to approach this? Because honestly, I'm not seeing too many different ways to do this. So once this floods, that'll give us another emitter that's able to run. Should probably start thinking about maybe collapsing that one, but I don't think that's actually... Oh, it's 100 deep and it's not emitting. Why? Produces 20 creeper every 1,000 milliseconds. So, it can't go above the height of its rated capacity? Is that actually a thing? If it is, I did not know it was so. Alright, terraform, we're going to go down to level 1 here. This is going to end up being a monster of a terraforming job, but that's okay. Once we terraform this in, I think we should actually collapse this one as well. So the 17 versus 70, 20 here. This is going to need to be terraformed to level 9. Burst size 1. Okay. So that's going to need to be terraformed down so that we don't overshoot into this area. And then we can focus this in a pincer maneuver from both edges. That one is going to be beyond us for a while, at least until we get the bombs. And we're still at 17 here. So apparently this gateway does not actually bring that much in. We kind of need to equalize over on the other edge. Probably because this takes so long to flow from one end to the other. due to the narrow channel. So that would also mean that we could gain more. That we could gain more by deleting this rung as well. Because if we did that, then we would be able to pull in from 2 quantum gateways and also exert more pressure. Interesting. Okay. For now, we're just going to have to wait until that continues. Alright. Back up to 3x. This right here is the longest single fall of an emitter that I have seen in this game mode before. Battery power turped the starting platform down and took out the blue emitter to the right to flood it through the yellow hole. Huh. Okay, that's odd. That's actually very odd. I mean, it's a doable approach, but odd all the same. We're going to move this terp over here, and I'm going to terp this up to terraform level 9. Because I'm sick and tired of losing crap through here. Should have done that a long time ago. It would have sped this up quite drastically. Actually, you need to move down there. Might not actually work. Okay. No, nearest first. Okay, so you're going down there. It's all good? All good? One way or the other, we're going to decrease the amount that we're having to deal with. And that is going to work just fine. Alright, so the other thing we need to do is... That is balanced so perfectly on a knife edge. So good. As soon as that collapses, then we move over to the other side, open up the other yellow quantum gateway, and we move... Oh, so when you did yours, you actually went... I see. I see what you were up to. This one wide angle right here is not giving us enough opportunity to actually hit it. Like, if we had an open channel here where all of this would flow, this would have been down a long time ago. That is completely busted. Alright, so we need a terp up there. Then we need a terp over here, which I think is going to be accompanied by another guppy. So I'm going to build right here. Another guppy never hurt anybody. And that'll give us 2 working pairs that we can go out with. Okay, so we get those down and those. Alright, sweet. So that gives us another power up, and then that'll collapse this out. So that gives us another point of strength with the yellow, which is going to, yes, start producing 60 anti-creep for us. And then this over here, we can take out as well. And this is not going to be as much for, not as much for claiming anything else as it is just to, oh dear, we might actually be able to claim some stuff. So pink right now, let's go up here. Pink is the stacked one. Orange is not quite as stacked, but all of them are over 100. Orange is at about 200. Oh boy. This is also a thing that I forgot about. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Move you over there. Up, and then this may not actually work because I just realized that these tend to suck in from the other side, so might not be as ideal as I thought it would. Let's back you up a tad. Okay, go for that. Hop, skip, and jump never hurt anyone. Terraform down to 1. And go back across. You're losing... Oh, yeah. Okay. That is probably why everything was not moving in my direction. Oh, well. What is this one at? 50, 50, 10, 50, 150, 50. Alright, so that is not something I want to tackle right now. But let's check and see how the yellow's doing. 35 and increasing versus 49. So we could potentially hit this. Might work out well for us. Might not. This is something that needs to come back down here. This is something that is always on the verge of falling. Like, it's always just about there, but it's so close and yet so far away. This is not producing anymore. We're at 50 on the closest one. So I think that we actually terraform this down and see how we fare. Because there's so much backlog on yellow that I think we'll be fine. Like, I think there's more that we have in total than all of this, because all of these are facing the opposite direction. Oh, yeah, we got more pressure. Okay, terraform, terrain height 9. I'm gonna cut these off, every one of them. Right there. We're gonna claim this, claim the bomb, and that is just gonna be how it is. Because I need to know what type of bomb this is. I don't know if it's the double bomb thing that we were dealing with before, or something a little bit different. Let's fire the singularity cannon on 25% on this side, which is gonna suck the creep over past the gate, and then let oh, never mind. I was about to say it's gonna let us keep it over on that side, but apparently that is not the case. Alright, so fire again a little bit further back from the gate this time. Try to suck everything over. Ugh. So it hits the gateway and it doesn't quite get compressed enough to actually go over to the other side. That's unfortunate. Move him over there. Get a relay and a relay down. Nice. And now we have a bomb in 50 seconds. Fantastic. So then we'll start working on flipping sections of the map. Let's see exactly how that goes, what that looks like. May have to pause and reevaluate. That is a very different looking type of thing. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so we've got 99 versus 80s over here. 150, 120. So I should be able to go down this path, except that we've got more 150s in the back. So maybe, maybe not. Let's pause for a minute and take a look at this bomb. Oh, no, hold on. Ah, it is a double bomb. So we can kind of see what it's going to look like if we do this. Should we go for mutual annihilation of the largest kind, or what are these? 250, 150, 200, 150, 200, 50, 250. I'm going to try to hit it there. We're going to see what happens if I hit that. And after this bomb goes, I don't know if you consider this one a waste or not, but after we have this little trial period here, we will work on something else. Okay, so terp. You need to go up this way, and we are going to connect to this yellow zone over here. Speaking of, let's do fire range times 2. Boom, son! Oh, it's gonna... Oh, that hurts. Well, we deleted a lot of creep with that, but it's not gonna make a huge impact on the end game. So let's go back down here. This is ready to terraform, terrain height 1. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of all that, and then this right here. So that should stack everything up over here. And I get to erase that completely since I claimed the stupid rainbow thing. Fantastic. I can actually move this up and it'll make the connection better. Change creep then. Yeah. The double bomb, it has two circles. The anti-creep colored circle flips it to anti-creep, and then 20 seconds later, or however long it is, the dark purple color switches it back to creep. So if you use it to flip emitters, it will actually flip the emitters back afterwards, but you can still use it to detonate huge quantities of creep. Alright, terraform height 9. I'm gonna get that right there. And then that means that this whole thing over here is... oh dear. I'm gonna have to unplug these two blues in order to plug those two blues. And see, the problem is that blue is one of the higher level. If I could get to orange, orange is easier. But do I have an access point to orange? I kind of do now, actually. If I use all of this that I have stacked up over here, hell yeah, let's do it. All right, I'm gonna move a turret back over here. All right, we're gonna terraform down to level 1 this entire area. And then that is going to push us across through this zone, down into here, into orange. And orange is very full. So I'm going to unplug blue, and we're going to plug orange here. And then anti-creep can move through this, but creep cannot. So we need to go up to level 9 and wall that off. And then in the meantime, I need to build a couple more terps so that I have something to push out with, because I am very desperately short on terpages right now. I may have made a drastic error just now, because I'm not sure that I actually have more weight to throw behind this than other people do. This might not be ideal. I may need to terraform all of this down. So we've got 2 guppies that can assist us in this. Let's return this to orbit. Okay, so we're gonna set these 2 over here with 2 guppies. One here. And one here. Then we're going to terraform down to terrain height 1 all of this, because I think I need the extra pressure coming from this side. Hopefully we have enough. And then this guy, that'll flip way more emitters than flip back, so I can be pretty satisfied with that. Fabian, no, it was like 22, 24, something like that. Pegasus is right. The double bombs were added to prevent them from being abused too much and to make the connectors more useful. Yeah, and I think it was a very useful nerf to them, for sure. So they're still extremely impactful at some points, but not to the level that they were, where it's just completely stupid. Alright, so we gotta terraform that down to level 1, which will allow us to bring our command center back in. So what's gonna happen here is this is gonna detonate, it's gonna flip 3 of these emitters, which is eventually gonna flip all the rest. And then the anti-creep here is going to mutually annihilate. So it's not bad. It definitely put us ahead in the game, but it's not ideal, to be sure. Alright, return to base. Return to base. Move those guys out. Yep, there they go. And then we're going to call our command center back down. Alright, so now we'll be back connected, just like we were before. And unlike before, we've actually got 52 height here. And we really need to use this bomb again. I might actually use the forge. Let's fire this over here. 25%. So it's not going to be that much, or that drastic, I should say. Oh, yes, but it is going to put us ahead by a fairly wide margin. Let's move our terp back over here so that we can take advantage of that while we may. Ooh. Wasn't quite enough. Let's go again. Fire that again from farther away. Boosh. 7, 6, 5. Yes! But we are going to manage to get all of those terraformed down before it snaps back. And not quite going to save it, but that's fine. Alright, we're going to fire 50% this time. And we're going to fire across again. And then we're going to use a bomb to hit the concentrated stuff here. Which should let us gain this power node. Oh, I mistimed it with the, Come on, suck it all back. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. There it went. And now it'll let it spread because the singularity cannon wore off. And now it's going to let us collapse all of this wonderful stuff. Oh, that was good. That was so good. 46 seconds. Do we actually want to wall that off? That's the question. I think that actually the answer is yes. So let's get a guppy over here. And then let's terraform this terrain height 9. That is going to lock out a lot of this stuff. I think 20 seconds will be enough. I think. We just got to let it go its way. Okay, this actually stuck, which is extremely surprising. I'm going to move this back over here. Terraform level 1. For size 5. Get rid of all that good stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that is now protected. This is going to collapse from the other edge. So let me move this over here. Terraform, terrain height 1. This. And then this. Because with those out of the way, then we should be able to hit this. I may have actually cut off more than I anticipated. Forge, fire, here. So what I'm going to try to do with this is, yes, okay. So that is going to claim 2 additional for us. It didn't quite stick, but it's okay. It is okay. I was trying to suck a bunch of anti-creep in from these other zones. That tends to help quite a bit in speeding up the transfer. So let's fire one more time, a little bit farther back. Which is optimistically, yes, going to pull in some from the other edges. And that is going to flip every single one and completely obliterate every bit of that stuff. Now it wears off and we have this entire thing under our control. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So this is now going to come through this zone, which is very deadly. But we should be able to fire the forge here and suck all of this back, I think. Yes! Okay, so that moves there. We lost this one and gained that one. But that does give us a stronger push on this area. So forge, dadgummit, we can't launch the forge. You can't do it multiple times in a row. This is gonna be, let's hit this to try to decrease the amount that's on orange. Because I think that's gonna be important. Welcome in, Elka. I am from the US. I am not from the UK. Appreciate the kind words, dude. Yeah, this type of map is, they call them quantum gateways. So all of the colored nodes are linked, and basically you're in this position where you're trying to flip all of the emitters. So the yellow ones can be flipped, the blue ones get destroyed, and your goal is just to do it as quickly as you can. But a lot of times these maps kind of turn into, holy hell, this is complicated and I just need to finish the thing, as opposed to, well, that gained us a little bit of ground, as opposed to speed running them, but yeah, no. Alright, so orange is almost within capturing range. Like, it is so close. So close. We should be able to take this wall down very soon. We're at 110 on these, and especially if we can get this one flooded to 5 deep, that'll increase us by a pretty dang wide margin. Alright, bomb is ready. Let's do another bomb up here. I think that this one is going to flip more than it flips back, and this is going to affect yellow. Or sorry, orange. Yellow we've already got. I really need a relay down here that actually connects. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll get a terp on the circle of power down here, and that'll let us manipulate all of the terrain around this entire zone. Forge, I need you... Ooh, that was actually better than planned. I need you to hit this right here, because I think that'll suck everything across. Okay, that was done. Nope, I didn't want it to claim from this area. But we did claim one more of these, so now that's one less thing we have to fight against. Let's go here now. Which should pull... Yes? No, it's not actually going to. That kind of backtracked us a little bit. So we're 43 deep versus 21 with better substantiation, more substantial anti-creep flow than creep flow. So eventually it'll win, but in 8 seconds that's going to go, and it is going to flip these. Now, if I undid yellow, I might actually be able to save this, but I don't think it's worth it. No, that is definitely worth it. But I don't have anything close enough to flip it. But it's 20 working against 120, so that is obviously going to win. So, it's a moot point. I'm gonna leave this because I'm actually fine with that. Let's try to uncork that. Now, the issue is that I don't really have a good option for a guppy to sit in. So we're probably gonna have to take a couple of passes with the terp in order to get this completed. Although, not that... No, we may have room for the guppy, because if it continues at that pace, like, we're going to collapse this thing quick. Alright, forge. We're going to go 50% this time, so that this is a little bit longer sustain. And then I am going to go here, because that should pull all of this out. There we go! All I want is for that stupid emitter to flip. And for this to be far enough away that it doesn't flip back. And it flips back. How in the hell? We're gonna bomb this thing. Okay. So that'll flip everything in the area, and then it shouldn't flip much back the other direction. So I think that'll be fine. Okay, so that is now definitely flowing. Where is a guppy? I need you to go over here. There you go. Alright, so that's flowing down. This is going to start hitting the orange on that side. And then that one and that one are going to flip. But I don't think that's very much of an issue. Alright, you're going to fly over there, which is immediately going to get destroyed. So we need to put this over here. It's going to flip this emitter, but that is immediately going to get flipped back. So I don't know that we're going to have to worry about it. Terraform to 1, all of you, because we are going to start taking out this zone. It's going to be so good. 73 height, 116. This is going to absolutely overflow. No worries. Doo-doo-doo. Andoro, you're very welcome, dude. In the end, making somebody smile is all that really matters. Let's see, we're gonna put that up there. Awesome. This is actually one of the things that I've had to come to terms with. Super serial brink talk time. One of the things that I've had to come to terms with kind of giving up religion, I guess, would be the best way to put it. One of the things that religions teach is that, oh, you can't possibly have a purpose in your life outside of religion, because obviously religion is your purpose, and whatever would you do without it, and what do you believe, and, you know, all of this other kind of stuff. And I don't know, the way that I've come to terms with it is basically just, I'm gonna do what I can to make the world a better place and hopefully make a few people a little happier along the way, and if I can do that, then I have done my job. So this actually fits pretty well in line with that. How about the one to the north? Don't know. I think we're gonna do a bomb here. Any way I do this is gonna flip horribly. That won't. Okay, if I bomb this one, it eliminates that, and then none of these extra ones will actually flip back. And orange is ready and raring to go for collapse. And once we get orange, then we can open up all the other pathways into these other areas. Okay. So this is going to flip a couple of emitters. Just a couple. And that is going to be a mild problem. But I think that we can handle it. Let's see, terrain height 9 over here. Good. Circle of power to the north. Ah, yes. I can't really use it for anything until I can put a terp in it or a relay, because there aren't any cannons in this game, so it is what it is. The problem is going to be when this flips, because there is going to be a substantial amount of creep that just pops up in the middle of my base and potentially causes a bit of collapse. But you do what you can and hope for the best. So let's pause for a second. Actually, we're on 1x speed. I'll just let it run and we'll look for a second. We've got orange down here. We've got orange up here, which connects to the blue on the north side. So I kind of need to get to the orange and then just stop, because I don't want to... Can I hit... I wonder if I hit that one, if it flips that 120 and then doesn't flip it back. Because that could actually be very useful to me. This orange is another place that I can exert pressure. And actually, if I plug it, but I have to unplug a blue or an orange to plug that one. If I can overcome this, this is going to be... Oh, dear. Okay, so we're at like 175, 142. We're at 119, 120 on my end. So I really just need something to collapse so that we end up... Let me fire right here. So what this should do is this should, yes, accelerate the wind there. Accelerate the wind there. Fantastic. Oh, that is good. Okay. So now... I don't really want to take away from this one because this is pushing up here. But that is eventually going to fall. We need to break this one open, I think. I think that if we break open the orange, we're actually in a position to win it. Because I can exert from several different points. And this is basically a now or never situation. Let me see if I can get this bomb in a location where it flips more than it takes back away. Alright, we're going to do that. We're going to break open this. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do it. We're going to break open this. We're going to break open these. And this one. So that'll be 3 separate instances traveling into orange. This is going to be a hellhole. That's what this is going to be. Because this is either going to work, and it's going to do brilliantly, or this is not going to work at all, and then we're going to get completely screwed over. Any of which things could potentially happen. Terraform down. Come on. Okay, so the amount in orange decreased. For sure. And it's going down still. So we actually did make headway. Oh, fantastic. We're going to get all of this pressure exerted on this orange coupler. And then we can terraform down here, which will speed it up. But I'm going to wait and make sure that this doesn't collapse after. Because if it does, this is going to really screw us over. It's only going to be this tiny little piece. Yeah, okay, so we're fine. Actually, no, we're not. That's... Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Forge, help me, help me, help me, help me. Okay, that's 3 of them back. 4 of them back. Temporary solution, but hopefully enough. Right back in where we were. Okay, so Forge, 25%. Fire. I think we have to break one of these other areas open. Because if I don't, we're going to end up in the same situation over and over again. Alright, so terraform down, level 1. Right there. We need all the extra pressure that we can get on it. Connect your yellow and bronze. Oh, fair point. I forgot that these existed. Alright, so there and... there. Whoo! Okay. That'll be more pressure than this thing can resist. Go 2x. And... oh, it's close. Oh, it's close. Oh, dear. It's stabilized and increasing. Fan-flipping-tastic. Okay, terraform you down. Oh, yeah. So that'll be another point of yellow. Terraform that down. Terraform this down. Terraform... nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. We just wait for this to collapse, and we'll be good. Terraform that down. Actually, if I placed you up here, that would be marvelous. We can go... oh, dear. We can go there, there, there. Okay, so that'll make our connection, so we don't have to use the guppies anymore. And now we need to figure out which one is the next lowest, which is blue, actually. Blue, the one that I've been so scared of for so long, is actually the one that is going to be fine with us taking it over. So I just need to snag... let's see, we've got this one and this one covered. I need to link blue to my other ones, although blue is at an average height of 289, and I am nowhere near able to actually cope with that level of nonsense. Dear God. Pink is significantly higher. We need to finish hitting all of this, and then blue will come much later on. So let's flip it with a bomb. That's going to change quite a few up here. And then also, where is my third cork? The orange here. Alright, let's plug this blue. Oops. Let's plug that blue. So that'll let this fall a fair bit, and then we can unplug this as well. Terraform down to level 1. You can also hit that up. This is going to put us through to the top edge here, which, holy, those reds are -3. Wow, okay. That's kind of bull. You're already hitting blue, they're connected at the top left. Yeah, I see that. That's what I was looking at. Okay, so let's hit that. Once this falls and we get this built, I can unhook that and then it'll make the connection. Alright, so the back explosion is not going to be consequential because that is already taken out. Let's do terraform to 1. All of these. Because that could be quite handy. That'll give us another little point of pressure. These are only a 30 and a 150. But trying to get enough pressure to crack this kind of nut through a 1 wide siphon thing right there is not gonna go well for you. Not at all. Okay. So I think that we're in a position now to start hitting the... No, we are not. 292 height. Okay, blue has gone slightly lower, but not low enough. Maybe if we connect everything, but I'm just not confident enough that we can collapse it to actually go out on that limb. Because once I do that, if it backfires, there's nothing I can do to undo it, and that is game ending. Let's terraform this down. We're just going to kind of connect all of our stuff here. We got a yellow here that we could connect, but red is off the charts still. So I don't want to have anything to do with red. Kind of the same thing for white, honestly. But white and blue are somewhat interconnected, and both of them are a little lower. So maybe the answer actually is to do that. Let's fire up here. Do with the forge cannon what we cannot with the other tools at our disposal. Although that does not seem to have helped me especially much. Let's fire this again here and try to claim these. I need to drag everything from here across to flip these nodes. Which is apparently not going to be how that works. Alright. Kind of want to hit a bomb there, but whatever. So if I get this, we've got 250, 250, 250, and a 50. Which all flips and then flips again. But if I fire here, only one of them flips back. And everything else is good to go. So the problem is terping down the yellow here while all of this other stuff is flipped. So if I terraform down to 1, there's nothing available that can actually hit this. I have to own this slot in order to terp that. Now, if I owned it, then I would probably be able to make it work. But I don't think that this is going to function like I think it will. Are you able to connect there? Dang, not quite. Yeah, if we had that with all of the pressure from yellow, that could potentially flip the entire area. But what it is going to do is it is going to release a ton of pressure off of this other area that is going to let me creep up here. We're going to fire the forge cannon. Come on. Give me that other node. You can do it. You do it. Surely. Thank you. So that's another 170 for us. More than that, actually, because we claimed both. We got significantly farther up the neck with that. Let's fire for 100% right up here. And that is just going to allow me to claim this for a much longer period of time. 27, okay, 30. Which is going to let these produce for a while and hopefully overcome the amount of creep that is over there. This is 49 deep and that is 600 deep. Oh dear. I should have converted that crap. That would have made so much more sense, because when this thing collapses, this is actually going to knock me back. Ugh. Why? Just not able to make any progress. Hitting the blue and white silver at the same time. Yeah, I know, but how am I gonna do anything differently? That's the question. Like, I can terraform this to 9 right here. And, like, try not to lose any more over on that side, which is probably gonna work. Probably. I could also try to take over this, but that's 256 versus 162, which I don't really see happening. This is 200 something. Thought. Not that kind of thought. Keep your head out of the gutter. Let's do this maybe? Terraform down to level 1. Maybe that'll work. So this will flip a whole bunch of stuff over here. Possibly making way for us to move across here. 1 minute until it flips back. We've got all that stuff there. Oh dear. Actually, terraform, cancel. Let's just do the south side. Because the south side is looking significantly better than the north side. This is going to put more pressure on blue. So, I don't really see that going badly for me. Let's terraform terrain height 9 here. Which is going to prevent us from losing what we already had. Or more easily taking control of this, I should say. Alright. That'll give us enough of a blockade that it probably won't switch back. Okay, sweet. Proof of concept functional. Let's move up. And relay is not going to work. Okay. Terraform down to 1. I'm really hoping that this can actually win out, but I'm not especially hopeful. 25% fire here. Drag it on over. Come on. Yes! Okay. So that's going to gain us another there. Can move you back. And that is quite a lot more pressure than I thought it was going to be, actually. We're 12 seconds out. I'm going to we're going to figure out which bomb is best here, and then we're going to drag all of the creep over to be flipped. One-way gates, yeah, I recognize that. But I have to put a wall there because my creep flows both ways through it, so I still lose the creep if I move it in one way or another. Alright, so this is going to go... I think that is probably going to have the most impact. So let's do that. Zap! Ha! Oh, wonderful. Okay, so that is going to leave all of those in his control for a little bit there. And now we need to draw Fire the Forge, 25%. This is where blue gets hard, because I'm now down to Sub 200, actually. We're down to about 150, which is lower than we were as an average height. But I'm going to have to do something else to make this happen. Terraform 9 here. We're going to want to go around the top edge. Don't know why I didn't think of this before. Wait, what? When did I did not mean to hit that. Not at all. Oh dear. Let's go back over here, and we're going to hit up a 9 height wall right on the other side of this emitter. Well, that didn't work at all. So this has got to have something else going for it later. I also kind of want to get both of these. So let's uncork this as well. Terraform down. Terraform up. Here. Are all of these -3? No, those are -1. That's -1. Okay. So -1, no biggie. Terraform at 9 there. Make sure we got all these cut off. And then that is going to be assisted here. Alright, this one should actually help. Yes! Okay. Drastically, in fact. Can I collapse? This is connected to white. This stuff is just... Yeah, you can disable the red debuffs with those bombs. That is very true. That is a thing that you can do. So this is connected. This is going to be connected, which means that I need a relay and then a terp up here somewhere. Because I have got to have this available. So that'll claim everything on this side. And then potentially even some other stuff. Because with that pressure off, I should be able to come up through here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's going to be perfect. So with this turning, I think we'll have enough to flip this back even after it's taken, which I think will work fine. And then all 4 of those are going to fall, which I really wish meant that these were going more quickly, but obviously that is not the case. Bomb here is going to flip entirely too much stuff. Kinda want that to go away though. Please flip. Please flip. Please flip. You have 8 seconds to flip. Please flip. Please flip. You can flip? Yes! Okay, hurry, 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 hurry! Didn't quite make it. No, that's not gonna make it. Dang it! Alright, forge. Don't let me down. Fire. No! It got it. Hell yeah! Alright, let's see. I'm gonna terraform this down to terrain height 1 with just 1 node. And we're gonna burn this enough that it is going to negate the anti-creep, but we're not gonna fill it up. Oh, hold on. Terraform. Terrain height 9. We let in too much. Dadgummit. 4. No! Yes! We got it! Okay, it leveled out. Ha! It didn't have the 5 required to actually trigger it. So now we get a circle of power and we can actually terp from a slot of power. Okay, so that is all going around there now. And blue is actually deeper than it was. But we're in the position to change that. Because I can swap out all of this and not swap it back. We'll only have the 1 here. So with that bomb in, that will greatly speed up the process of collapsing all this stuff. We'll have a perfect blue node to attack through. And all in all, should be good. Let's speed up. And then let's do a forge cannon fire. We're going to do a 50% when this is a little bit down. Right there. So that's going to suck it out. So it wasn't even able to flip the anti-creep back. Oh, that's good. That is real good. Okay. Now, if I could plug that blue again, that would be just phenomenal. But unfortunately, we lack the ability. But I do believe that if we move these two to other locations and we connect orange to blue, then we will have... can I just move it back to that? Thank you. Back to that. And then... I need to select the ring. Hold on. Can I not? There it is. Okay. You have to click exactly on it. We're going to connect those two, which is going to drag everybody together and flip the blues. Oh my goodness. That is a beautiful thing. Okay. So we got that sealed off. We've got everybody dying here. Let's terraform this down. Terrain height 1, thank you very much. Whoo! Thank goodness. That finally flipped this entire thing. Alright, so blues are down. Blues are down up here. We can go after whites now. Also, this entire mess up on this edge. You need to go back home as well. Where's the other one? There were 3. Right there. Alright, so with that uncorked, we should get that in. Good, good, good. Because we have nothing else of value down here, we should bring a terp. Are there any terps? There is a terp right here. We should bring this terp up here and then relay up. Oh, yeah. Alright, so with that in, we can terp down the yellows. Blue is still connected to yellow, which I think is absolutely fine. Red is the next lowest, actually. Red is lower than white is. Interesting. And we need to send the bomb after this so that we can flip this entire thing while we have everybody all together in the same spot. And let's just hope that this terp does its job well. I may have actually... I'm just going to kind of detour the bomb around to wait a minute. We can delay it. We can delay it by moving it around repeatedly in a manner that we probably shouldn't, because if I forget about it at any one of these points, then it's going to detonate and then we're going to be in trouble. All right, go, 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 go. Alright. Alright. Whew, that was a lot of anti-creep. I mean, a lot of anti-creep. Let's just hope that this can go down. Well, crap. No, because that will detonate, and it'll turn the thing back off. It's all good. It is all good. Okay, so with this down, our timing is not exactly perfect with the bomb, but we can send another bomb. That is not that big of a deal. Although yellow may be able to straight up overpower it. Maybe. Maybe. There's a lot of power behind yellow. Like, there are so many inlets for yellow. It is not even funny. Unplug the blue in your base. I don't have any blues. I don't have any plugs used, period, actually. Everything is unplugged. I'm just trying to do the best I can amidst all of the nonsense over this away. So in 45 seconds, we'll have another bomb, which we will detonate right here again, if this hasn't been completely regained by then. This plus 200 right here is a huge deal. But the yellow is now apparently getting swamped, which is not particularly great. Let's try it with the forge cannon. We're going to fire away from here, which is going to hopefully let us secure some of these extras. Oh yeah, there's another 200, which will hopefully save. If that could go down, that would be fabulous. It's too bad we can't suck it out of the quantum gateway. Like, make this huge pile by pulling it out of the quantum gateway. That would be brilliant. We just got saved. Oh, we're actually creeping down this way too. Good, good, good. All right, so there's the detonation. But that gave us one additional anyway. So that's good. Let's go over here. And we're gonna detonate all of these, which I think will do us quite a bit of good, actually. This red has got to go. What other reds can we open up? We've got a red over here. We've got yellow leading into an 80, 97 versus 179, 190. This is actually fine. All right, we're gonna terraform this down. Gonna open up the floodgates, and that is gonna come right down through here and hopefully crash this entire thing out. And up on this side, oh, that is good. That is very good. We're gonna clear the way for this entire thing to fall. Forge, fire at 25% right here. Then fire again at 25% right over here, which is gonna gain us 2 additional. Oh, dang it. No, it's not. But we are going to make the connection and gain that one. So that's actually fine. I was going to say, I thought that we would gain 2, but between the 2 of them tugging in opposite directions, we actually canceled them out. So, whoopsie daisies. This is not going to flip a single thing back. It's going to, well, no, it is going to flip that, but it's fine. It is fine. This right here has flipped. And it looks like we're good. Okay. Forge, fire, here. Hopefully pulling all of this in, and yes, flipping another one. All we got to do is keep flipping it a little bit at a time, a little bit of gain. And that's going to speed up the collapse of this. So red is almost ready to topple. Like, there is very little holding it together. I think that that is going to result in the complete collapse. So then we need white to be unplugged. We're going to terraform down to 1 here. We've also got blue making headway on the other side, and we're going to want... That was actually probably not smart, but we can definitely terraform this down now, because that's going to let this gain us another power node. Link red to blue. I was thinking about it, but I'm not confident enough in blue. So I think what I might do is I might connect orange to red. That seems like it might be a bit better of a dealio. Yeah, totally. Totally. That'll work. So that gets that done. Let's move you over here. Connect that up with a relay. So with that connected, we might be able to make a run up here too. But let's try. Just like so. And with that done, we can, yes, put in another turp right here. Perfect. Alright, so that claimed all of this. Red is completely secure. The next lowest is white. So let's take it from red and put it on white. Where are we at? There. That made a gigantic dent. But unfortunately not enough of a dent. It did succumb within 30 seconds. Sigh. That is unfortunate. I'm going to pick up another range upgrade because I really need... Yeah, I really need all of this reachable. Okay, terraform down to 1, size 3. Let's go! We're going to hit all of these at the same time. Every freaking one. That should lead to a complete and total collapse of this entire side, if I'm reading this right. Which definitely could be a mistake on my part, but, you know. But I think that we're reading it correctly. So white is saved. Now we need to go after green. We're going to pull off of white and go to green. I think yellow is the one with the most gateways. So we're going to connect to yellow because yellow has these two powerhouse nodes. I mean, absolute powerhouse nodes. Which should immediately flip green. Yes? Yes, totally. Alright, so all that's left is pink. And I think pink to yellow is probably the best way to do it still. Let's do... Wow. Okay, that is actually overflowing terrain height 6 stuff. Interesting. I'm going to wait until this collapses just a tad, and then we'll go in. Well, so much for beating this game significantly faster than everyone else. We're going to be above the average time, I think, but not by that much. And we eventually did exhaust our power supply. Slowly but surely. Okay, so green... Oh dear. Look at this. Hold on. We're going to move this up here. We're going to connect relays up to it. Because I just realized that there are green... green nodes up in here. Yes! By all means. Unblock everything. Okay, so all of that's good. All of that's good. Pink is failing. And now we switch. Yes! Alright. Wait for it to flip and we're done. We can terraform all this crap. See, you're good, you're good, you're good. You need to detonate. There's a blue, but that one's gonna die, so that's fine. All of that will recollapse. It's all good. Yeah, we're totally fine. Terraform down here. Terraform down there. And that's all she wrote. No more blues, no more blues. My goodness, that was a mind bender of a game. Holy cow. But a 135 victory is not completely terrible. We'll submit that score. What did I say it was? 135? We're 192 out of 250 on the scoreboard, but with something close to 500 scores submitted, something like that. I don't remember. 492. So we're better than average. We're better than the median. And I think that we can call it good on that. Yeah, the totally honest 13-minute record. Dude. That is gonna wrap everything up for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like and share it with someone. If you want to support the channel, catch the streams, or join the Discord, check out the links in the description. Thank you all for being at least partially insane, and I will see you in the next one.